Sarvata Panipadam Tat Sarvatokshi Shiromukham Sarvata Shrutiman Loke Sarvamavritya Tishtati is said in Gita. How is the Lord? That Virata Rupa of Lord, Sarvata Panipadam. His hands and feet are everywhere. That Sarvatokshi Shiromukham. Everywhere his eyes are and everywhere his head is. Sarvata Shrutiman Loke. He listens to everything in all lokas, in all places. Tat sarvamavritya tishtati, that one, that principle of divinity envelops everything. There is nothing beyond it. It is that which pervades everything. That is the idea of the divinity that our scriptures talk about. So today if I can think of a God with several heads, hands, feet, and whose eyes, ears are everywhere, who listens to everything in all places, I feel it is here. Today I feel I have added 44 extra heads, extra pair of eyes, extra pair of hands, an extra pair of feet, who are going to be everywhere in all the campuses, like the limbs of the Lord, everywhere in all places. This is how I feel empowered today with the children from the postgraduate studies finishing their studies and joining the various campuses of our institutions in so many places. This is another watershed movement for our institutions. You know, our campuses are established in rural areas, and while it sounds very nice to hear rural campuses, it is not easy to maintain and manage those campuses. Right from constructing them far away from an urban setup, getting the right kind of contractors to come and work, to getting all the material that is required, to the permissions, land permissions, licenses, and finally to recruit teachers. Most of the teachers find easy jobs near cities or in private institutions, or if they get government jobs, safe government jobs, they do not want to try out these kind of institutions. So we are last on the list when it comes to teachers choosing us. So if somebody is not able to get into the international and global schools, they're not able to get into any good private urban institutions, they're not able to get a government job, even if a rural area, then they come to us and become teachers mostly. So we were last on the list for a long time, but now we are not anymore. Our institutions have grown in their standards and reach, and good teachers are getting attracted to an institution like this, especially teachers with some bit of idealism in them to uplift the rural children. They are joining us. And more than anything else, our own students. This was the vision with which the Center for Human Excellence was started in 2014. And it looked like quite early for its time, but it wasn't so. The first batch of postgraduates who are already serving in various campuses, the boys, were posted last year. They have brought about tremendous changes, tremendous improvement in the functioning and the culture of all the campuses. This second batch of postgraduate boys are going now, and they will be joining these various institutions and support their elder brothers in doing what they are doing, and also learn how to manage institutions, how to teach. At the same time, they will also have to prepare academically for their next milestone, which is research. Girls, this is the first batch of postgraduate girls. So this is definitely a watershed moment in girls' education. We never had our own girl students finishing post-graduation and joining the campuses. So this is truly a moment to celebrate, to reckon with. This is a new idea which is under implementation in girls' education, women empowering women. And these are all girls. They were coming up to take the certificates, I was remembering, they were all small girls when they had joined school a couple of years ago. And all of them have grown, and they have all become so mature. They have a personality so very deep, their understanding is so deep, and they are so matured. That is something that makes me very happy. And they all have developed so much of dignity, so much of self-confidence, many skills, many abilities, and academically also they have become so much better. This gives me great joy, because I know some of them are from very rural areas where I think many of them are first generation literates. They have first time graduated or getting a post-graduation degree. Nobody in their family. 7 generations also have never been to schools and colleges. Some of them are like that amongst the girls who have taken the posting letters today. And let me tell you, I have signed each and every letter personally, so that it's my way of saying how much I appreciate what you have chosen to do. And it makes me so much more powerful today. I feel these are the children who look after each of these campuses, and now I can sleep in peace that all those little kids who have been entrusted by their parents to us with great faith in our system, they will be all looked after with lot of love and care, not merely academically, but with great love, care and concern. Like our own brothers and sisters, our own children, they will be looked after well with so many of you. My aim is to bring this ratio of pupil to our own internally prepared teachers to 1:10. We would have approximately 3,000 school students, let us say. Each of this, at least one teacher who has been produced in our own system should take care of 10 children. 1:10 is the ratio. We are far away from that right now. Probably you can imagine if we are 3,000 students and we have only 60 postgraduate students who have joined us, you can multiply or divide for yourself and see for yourself. We are far away from 1:10. But I want to see a day when it is at minimum 1:10. And that is our job, to create generation after generation of our postgraduates who will go to these campuses and start serving over there. At the same time, those postgraduate students who were posted last year, there is a message for them too. I'm sure they're watching. I want them to clear the NET exam, NET, that is National Eligibility Test, is there for you to apply to be a part of a university system. And I want you to clear that. Those who have the ability to clear this year, please clear so. Some training will be given in the next 2 months so that you also can join the university. Now we need more people in the university as well. It's not enough if they're only in the school. So the first batch should start making attempts to clear this test. We are very happy that the UGC committee has relaxed the norms for somebody to join a university. Earlier, PhD was mandatory. That's what we were told when we started the university. Nobody without a PhD can join a university to teach. But now they've relaxed it to saying if anybody has cleared the NET exam, they can still join the university and teach and eventually do their PhD and things like that. So because of this change that has happened this year, the first batch of PG students who were posted in various campuses, please pay attention. Clear your NET exams, and all those who clear, I will put them into the university system so that they can start taking care of the university also and eventually do their PhD, because your younger brothers are anyway coming to the campuses to assist. So therefore, they have the next opportunity. At the same time, also I want to tell you that so far for PhD entrance, we had our internal examination. We have come to a conclusion that for all PhD admissions, it will be NET exam only, so that you will clear NET and also will become part of the university teaching. Internal exam does not help. Then you have to do PhD and come. That is take a long time. So everybody has to clear NET. You can prepare this year. You can also, there are twice a year the NET exam is conducted. So please do that so that I can put you into university also. You can start teaching, also doing your PhD. So this is for the first postgraduate boys. I want them to write as soon as possible. And then the next set of postgraduate boys and girls can write in the next term. So the idea is that we want to keep our own teachers who have been groomed and prepared and developed in our own system, because they know so much about what I want, how I want things to happen. They understand my heart, they understand our vision, they understand our mission completely because they have been into it for so long. So they are the ones I need them all back, and they have to join this mission and continue the education system. Once we have sufficient number of people, do you know how many people we require to be within our university and schools? How many of postgraduates and PhDs we require? Just within our system, I need 1,800 of them. Because we are going to open more campuses also, we have a plan. I need 1,800 of our postgraduates plus PhD to join us in order to run all these educational institutions. So we are very long way. We are just 60 right now. With 40 of you, 44 this time, and last year's 20 boys. We are just 64. I need 1800 of you. So we have a long way to go, but we'll keep working year after year. You can keep joining. I'm very glad that this has happened over here today. So a lot of this is happy news on a Ramanavami day. And what a great privilege, isn't it, to be appointed in a mission like this. It is truly a privilege. We have to really sit and let it sink. This great blessing to sink. Many times we won't understand the depth and the girth of it. So try to understand, contemplate on this idea. How fulfilling is this? How emancipating is this? How liberating is this? That we are able to use our skills, knowledge and abilities to uplift a whole new generation of downtrodden children. This is a great contribution. And you can't find a better place to work than a mission like this, where your iha para both are looked after. Your worldly requirements are looked after and your spiritual evolution is also taken care of. It's such a beautiful combination. And also your skill set is a professional organization where you need to be professionals. So it also challenges your intellect. It also hones your skills and abilities, makes you a better person, both worldly wise as well as spiritually. So it's a wonderful opportunity and that has come your way and you have chosen well. You must congratulate yourself and should thank your parents for having agreed to let you continue in a mission like this. And as time passes, we will figure it out what next needs to be done. This I have said on one side. On the other side, I also want to bring to your attention that with all these privileges and authority comes great responsibility too. Many times we are carried away by our privileges, we are carried away by the authority, the freedom, the independence, all that is given to you. And I am somebody who trusts people. My first choice is to trust people. I do not want to start with suspicion. I want to start with trust. And that is how blindly I have trusted our children, our staff, our students, and given them whatever they required, be it infrastructure support, be it support in terms of digital education, whether it's laptops or computers or internet connection, phones. I don't think anybody has done that before. In fact, I was advised against it, saying that they're too young, they may not know how to handle it. I said they must learn. The world has moved on. We are no more in paper and pen. We are a digital world and every child should be digitally empowered and enabled. So therefore, a lot of institutions helped us. We gave. But internet is a double-edged sword and you must know how to use it correctly. Many times we get carried away by the onslaught of all the data and all kinds of information that the internet brings. And there is a possibility of misuse or unwarranted use of such facilities, especially when you are young and your mind is so excited and you like to know new things, you want to find out about new things, you want to explore the world. Many things you can do at your fingertip now because of these gadgets. These gadgets have been provided to you in great faith and great trust, that you will use it judicially for your betterment and for the improvement of your skills and abilities, and also enabling you to help more children to get educated and do your duty properly. You should understand as children, the greatest thing that you can receive from anybody is trust. You can buy anything in this world, you cannot buy trust. Trust you must earn. And it's such a thing, it's such a fragile thing that once it breaks, it can never be put together. It can never be put together. And if somebody is placing their trust in you, it's a great blessing, it's a great privilege, also it's a great responsibility. You all have placed your trust in me and I carry that all the time with great responsibility. I know all of you have trusted this system, this institution. Your parents have trusted. And it's a great responsibility for us to do the right thing for everyone. And we are very mindful of it every single day and night. The same is expected to be reciprocated by each and every member of this institution. In whatever faith and trust, whatever privileges and things are given to you, you must make sure that this is never misused or underutilized or misused. As young people, you all have had enough information, enough inputs, and you must use it wisely and use it well. I do not want another, I do not want to react to anything like this by simply withdrawing all the privileges in one stroke. That doesn't make sense. But at the same time, I cannot see things being misused or mishandled, which is leading to further deviation from the paths that you have and we have taken. So please be very mindful. I was telling Jairam, once you go to these institutions, campuses, see, these things will be with you. You have your time. You know how to use your time. Nobody is going to tell you, use your time like this. You are no more a student. You have your money with you. Now you are earning members of your family and you are earning quite well. So you should know how to use your money, not waste it. You have authority with you, another double-edged sword. Authorities can be very dangerous, but then we have to give you some bit of empowerment in order to discharge your duties. So use your authority correctly with responsibility and humility, and you have your internet and infrastructure with you. Very dangerous thing. This can go this way or that way. So every moment, every day, you have to be very conscious of the responsibility that has come your way. And when you see one of your brothers or sisters deviating, when you see they are, becoming a little loose in their discipline, please take the responsibility of setting things right. Now, don't look the other way. That is not the way it should be. Most of the people around, mujhe kya, let him do, let her suffer. Why should I? No, you are a part of an institution. Unless you pay that kind of attention to everyone, out of concern, we cannot set things right. That's why I said, Sarvata Panipat. I can't physically be there. You are the people who have to be everywhere, in every place to set things right. Don't ignore things when they are falling apart. You should immediately put your foot down and set things right. That loyalty and commitment we expect from each member, but especially from the senior members, because they have been given much input, much training. Youngsters may lose their way here and there, but it's elders' responsibility to set them right. Please don't look the other way when things are going astray, people are going astray. You must immediately intervene and set things right for the betterment of the institutions. So please, you will lose this privilege of being in such a beautiful system. And somebody told me, some people are there, sometimes I told this is Siddha Sankalpa Bhumi. Even one thought comes, I don't want to be here, it will manifest. At least for some time you won't be here. So some people, halfway through left, they didn't realize the value. Now they realize they want to come back. I told this is all one way. There is no reverse gear here. Once you get out of the gates, that's the end of your journey. You can only come back as guest, but not as a part of the mission. You have lost that privilege. Don't do that. Especially I want to tell the staff also, who are earning, and sometimes it happens that they are distracted by various other ideas. Now, they may compare themselves with somebody in some institution somewhere. But please look at it holistically. Don't just look at one aspect of financial considerations or certain privileges. Look at the holistic view, how it is helping you as an individual to grow and develop. It's not just about one-sided, lopsided growth of your earnings or something. Please be very careful. There's a lot of cyber fraud is going on, especially want to warn girls. Boys are, of course, they need to be warned too. But please do not pick up phone calls from unknown numbers. That is the first rule. Do not pick up any unknown number calls. If some call comes and continuously it is repeating, at best wait for a message to come from that number as who it is. Or you send a message, may I know who it is. But please do not pick calls from unknown numbers. That is the first rule. Issue. So you innocently have done it or you've done it ignorantly, doesn't matter. At the end, the outcome is same, misery. So please be very careful with your phones, internet connections, your laptops, your gadgets, youngsters especially. Be very careful. So this is a very warning to everybody and a big caution. Please mind your gadgets, mind your connections, phone, mobile, internet connections, mind all your additional things that you get like your money, your time, your energy, your resources, whatever you're getting, authority. Please do not waste them in wrong ways. As I said, it could be ignorantly because you don't know about it, innocently, but whatever said and done, at the end the result is same. By ignorance you step on a thorn, or innocently you step on a thorn, it is your foot that is going to get hurt. Nothing will happen to the thorn. Likewise, the world is full of cyber crimes, especially girls and young boys. Please be very careful, very, very stringent. And as I said, if somebody has done it on purpose, that's your last day in this institution. After having taught you so much, after having warned you so many times, cautioned you, if you still cannot bring yourself to do the right things, then do not waste this opportunity. Somebody else will get it. Somebody more deserving should be here. So I was explaining to them, Sri Rama was very kind when he was told by Mother Kaikai, my son Bharata should be made king, and now you should go to the forest. He simply bowed down to the command of his father and mother, Pitruvakya Paripalana, Matruvakya Paripalana. He said, this is my dharma as a son, to do the duty towards my parents, and so I will go to the forest. And then in the forest, whatever happened, Sita was abducted, and then he did his Pati Dharma. He went walking all the way searching for Mother Sita, fought a battle, and won back Mother Sita and brought her back. That was his Pati Dharma. But at the same time, when the fingers were pointed at Sri Rama for whatever had happened at Lanka, and there was kind of disharmony in the society, in the kingdom that he was ruling, his Rajadharma came into picture. Now, though he was the husband of Mother Sita, at the same time, he was also the king. And Rajadharma is supreme, is superior to individual dharma. So the collective dharma, societal dharma that he carried, made him decide to abandon Mother Sita. So this is what I was telling. As you call me as a father or mother, I will bless you in that way. You call me as a guru, I will bless you another way. At the end, I also have Rajadharma to follow. At the end, if I see beyond the limits, if you go, I'll have to simply go by what Rama has taught me. This is what I have learned from Rama. Ramo Vigrahavana Dharma. He is the embodiment of Dharma, and he will only choose Dharma over everybody, including his dearest wife Sita and his little children. He chose Dharma only. At the end of it, I will only choose Raja Dharma. I will not choose my Guru Dharma or my whatever you call me as mother or father or Bandhu Sakha. All that Dharma I will forget. I will only remember one Dharma, institutional Dharma. And whatever it takes, I will do. At the end, you cannot come complaining. Why did you do this? You told, you promised, you look after me. You will never let go of my hand. You will be always with me. Then how is it that you told me to quit? Because all that I promised as a guru or a brother or a father or a mother. But this one is Raja Dharma and it reigns supreme. All of the dharmas are subservient to Raja Dharma, the institution's dharma. So please be aware of that and don't expect mercy there. That is also mercy only in a way, because I have to uphold certain value system. So be very careful as PG students. You have great responsibility riding on your shoulders, and I'm sure you will rise to the occasion. I'm quite confident that all of you have been trained well, molded well, and all the things that you needed to learn, you have been taught. And this is the time to practice and create inspiration in your younger brothers and sisters. Create idealism in them. Create a sense of purpose and commitment in all of them. And that is what will make me very happy. That is what will make these institutions prosper. All the chairpersons, wherever they are going to receive you, I must tell all those chairpersons that these are very good set of children. They may be a little young, they might have a little impatience, they might want to do things faster than you think it should be, but please bear with them, as they will have to also bear with your slow nature. This is a new generation. This generation asks questions. This generation, refutes. This generation argues. And this generation wants everything yesterday. So you have to deal with them. This is how they are. First accept them as they are and then deal with them accordingly. Neither you should lose patience with them, nor the children should lose patience with you. But remember, you are many generations apart and this is a new generation. And after 2-3 more generations, you will see again there is a shift and change. So you also have to be careful. The children that you are going to deal with also are going to be true for 4 or 5 generations down the line. They also are going to be different from how you were as students. So you have to be ready to accept all that and then figure out how you are going to work with them. So this is all more or less the advice that I want to give to the new postgraduates who are going to go to various campuses. And the previous postgraduates, please prepare for your NET exam, clear it, join the university, because even university requires some of you to ensure that the culture is right. But for this postgraduate batch, I'll give maybe 6 months time to write the NET exam. You can also write whenever you qualify. Those who want to teach in the university can join the university. Those who want to continue in the campuses can continue in the campuses as well. Look after each other. More importantly, stay on this path. Don't deviate. And if there is a reason why you are deviating, anybody who watches, please help each other to stay true to this path that you have taken. Manushyanam sahastreshu kaschit yatat siddhaye. Yatatam api siddhanam kaschit maam veti tattvataha. Out of thousands of people, few people only put efforts on this path. And amongst those who put efforts on this path, which are already few, some very, very few people come to know of me, says Krishna. Reach the goal. Help each other reach the goal. Help each other, encourage each other to reach this goal. That is all I am expecting from the younger generation of people.